Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Sunday, July 9th, 2017. The main fire potential impacts over the next few days will be some gusty winds and with low relative humidity combined with isolated and scattered mixed wet and dry thunderstorms. So with these gusty winds and low relative humidity for this afternoon, we are concerned about this orange highlighted area in western Nevada, and that same area is where we're concerned about those wind gusts for tomorrow as well. As far as the showers and thunderstorms, again, much of the Great Basin today will see those showers and thunderstorms. It will be a mix of wet and dry storms, and as we move later into the week, those will trend a little wetter. The fire impacts from these storms do depend on how quickly they become wet. Over the past 24 hours, there's really been some spotty precipitation across the area. You can see some really light amounts on this map here on the left. However, if we look at this lightning map, it's really quite impressive how much lightning there has been across the Great Basin. So while there has not been much in the way of precipitation accumulation, we have seen quite a bit of lightning. And with all of this lightning, there are quite a few fires across the Great Basin. Our map this morning is showing 62 new fires, with 198 ongoing fires and 14 fires. Over the past 30 days, it has been quite dry across the Great Basin. You can see across the southern part of the area, really little, if any, precipitation has fallen over the past month. The north has done a little better, but if you compare that amount to normal, you can see it still has been quite dry across the majority of the area. Our ERCs are on the rise, as you would expect with the recent hot and dry weather, with many areas in the southern part of the Great Basin above the 90th percentile, and now quite a few stations showing up above the 97th percentile. Looking at the 10-hour dead fuel moisture just reinforces really how dry things have become across the Great Basin. You can see the reds and the deep reds across much of the western part of the Great Basin. This satellite this morning shows high pressure across the Great Basin with some moisture rotating up and around that high pressure system. And that's the moisture that's going to bring us the showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. The other feature of note is this low pressure system moving into the Pacific Northwest. And that system is what is going to give us those gusty winds today and tomorrow across the western part of our area. So again, for this afternoon, you can see the high pressure in place across the Great Basin with that moisture around the outsides that is going to bring us the showers and thunderstorms to the area. Along with that, we have the drier air moving into the western part of our Great Basin. And so with that drier air, the gustier winds, we are highlighting winds across the western part of the area and lightning across northeastern Nevada, northwestern Utah. Now, those wind speeds are really not going to be too strong. We're looking at gusts around 20-25 miles an hour. But this year, those 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts have been enough to move fire through the deep and continuous fuels that are quite dry now. This map on the left shows where the showers and thunderstorms are expected to develop across the Great Basin today. So really much of the area will see showers and thunderstorms develop, but we're mainly concerned about northeastern Nevada, northwestern Utah, where those storms will be the driest and moving the fastest. As we move into Monday, that drier air makes its way into the western part of the Great Basin. Those winds will really pick up on Monday afternoon. You can see the area of Nevada that we are highlighting for winds on Monday. And looking at those wind speeds, 25 to 35 miles an hour tomorrow afternoon. So a little stronger tomorrow with those winds across western Nevada. Again, showers and thunderstorms are expected to develop tomorrow, but we're not highlighting any fire potential concerns with those because they are expected to trend a little wetter on Monday. As we move into Tuesday, that dry air continues to make its way into the northwestern part of the Great Basin. You can see that the showers and thunderstorms really move to the southeast on Tuesday with that drier air making its way into the western part of our area. Winds will really drop off on Tuesday, so no major wind concerns across the Great Basin Tuesday. Over the next 3 days, a fair amount of precipitation is expected, with the greatest accumulations across the southeastern part of the area, where the moisture will be the deepest. As we move into Wednesday, some moisture lingers across the Great Basin. We are expecting some more showers and thunderstorms, especially across the southeastern part of the area on Wednesday. Thursday, pretty similar looking picture with that high pressure ridge in place across the eastern part of the Great Basin and drier conditions across the west. Then as we move into Friday, that ridge expands a bit, and with moisture trapped under the ridge, we will look for those thunderstorms to continue across much of the area on Friday. And that continues to be the case into Saturday, where we do continue to see that expanding ridge. We will see some increasing temperatures and showers and thunderstorms with moisture trapped underneath the ridge. So in the next 7 days, the main focus of precipitation accumulation will be across the southeastern part of the area. This is an area that hasn't seen precipitation for quite a while, so it'll bring some welcome relief to the southern southeastern part of our area. Finally, in the 8 to 14 day outlook, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for above normal temperatures across our entire area, with above normal precipitation across the southern 2/3 of the Great Basin. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.